platform guests, distinguished faculty, honored graduates of the class of 2005, parents, relatives, friends. Good evening and welcome to the 129th commencement service of the Altoona Area High School and the Altoona High School. We appreciate your patience this evening. We know that everyone would have probably preferred to have been outside. We were all hoping and it just didn't work out. But we're going to have a terrific graduation service this evening. I think we're going to call you the class of Neptune. I believe you had a prom that was a little wet, and I think you had a graduation that was a little wet. So 20,000 leagues under the sea or Waterworld or something, but this class has to look at the positive side of that, and the positive side of that is that you are being showered with blessings. Well, you made it, at least so far. 12 or 13 years, hard work, goes pretty fast. If you do the math, the average age life expectancy is about 76 years. You're at about 18 of that. You're about 23% of the way. So the road is long, and I'm sure you'll be up to the task. Tonight is an evening of passage. There are 530 of you graduating this evening. That's a small class. I think the smallest one I can remember was in 1994. We had 514 members graduating that evening. But the important thing about tonight is that tonight is an evening of passage. Tonight you commence, you move on. T.S. Eliot wrote that to make an end is to make a beginning, for the end is where you start from. You gain a lot more responsibility, a great deal more responsibility. You gain a great deal more freedom. No more bells, no more hall passes, no more morning announcements, and you can wear shorts all year round. Okay? Lots of freedom seems to come with this particular passage of life. In the past, you've been measured by high-stakes testing. The PSSA, the SAT, and other instruments. Testing gives some guidance as to where your future is going. I think 77% of you have chosen to go on to post-secondary education. 5% of you have chosen to go into the military. The rest of you are going directly into the world of work, or you're undecided. But the future, that's the past, the high-stakes testing. The future, in the future, you're going to be measured by the strength of your character. Oh yes, you're going to have some scholarship that goes along with that. The former coach at UCLA, Coach Wooten, said scholarship will get you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. Coach Wooten also said when you're through learning, you're through. In the society that we live in, you can never be through learning, regardless of the vocation that you choose. You will be retrained and retrained and retrained and perhaps change careers more than 2 or 3 times over your lifetime. But change is renewal, so don't resist that particular change. That character that I'm talking about, that strength of character, that's talking about being trustworthy, being responsible, respecting the rights of others, being fair, being caring, being a good citizen, being a person of your word. Not just talking, not just talking the talk, but also walking the talk. Words are just words unless you live by them. If you run into problems, the first thing you should do is look in the mirror. Second thing you should do is solve the problem. And the last thing you should do is tell people your problems, because there's an old saying, 88% of the people don't care, and 12% of the people are glad you have the problem. So don't tell them your problem. I would like to give you a wish, and then I'm going to make some introductions to you. My wish to all of you is that you have enough joy to keep you gentle, enough trials to keep you strong, enough sorrow to keep you human, enough hope to keep you happy, enough failure to keep you humble, enough success to keep you eager, enough friends to give you comfort, enough enthusiasm to always look forward, enough faith to banish depression, enough determination to make each day better than yesterday, and enough love to get you through and make you know that it never ends. That's my wish for you. The wish of the Board of School Directors sitting behind me and the other administrators I'm going to introduce to you, their wish is for you to have nothing but clear, smooth sailing and success. And they also want you to know that regardless of where you go or what you do, that we'll always leave the light on for you here. You will always be a member of our family, and we mean that sincerely. If we can help you, we're here to help you. Come back and see us. At this time, I would like to introduce those members on the platform, and I would like to ask everyone to hold their applause until I have introduced all members of the Board of School Directors and a couple of the administrators on the platform. I'll begin with our Board President, David Francis. Would you board members please stand and remain standing until you've all been introduced? Our Vice President, David Ellis, Walter Bitar, Marianne Joyce Beislein, Margaret Ticky Hendricks, Mary J. Kimmel, Richard L. Lockard, Robert E. Mitchell, and Mr. Stewart could not be with us this evening. He had to have some surgery, but he's watching on TV, and he's sent his best wishes and congratulations as well. We also have Dr. George Cardone, Assistant Superintendent for Secondary Education, and Dr. Frank Malloy, Assistant Superintendent for Elementary and Special Education. Can we give these people a nice round of applause? We have an empty chair on the stage this evening. We always have remarks from the President of the Altoona Area Education Association. We had the very unfortunate circumstance of Mr. Finelli passing away suddenly this year, and so we have a chair, an empty chair reserved on the stage in memory, and certainly it's symbolic of Mr. Finelli being with us this evening. At this time, I would like to introduce to you our guest speaker. We're pleased this evening to welcome Robert P. Casey, Jr., Pennsylvania State Treasurer, as our commencement speaker. As Auditor General from 1997 through 2005, Mr. Casey earned a reputation as a tough, independent watchdog for Pennsylvania taxpayers, a powerful advocate for the people, and an honest public official. As our State Treasurer, Mr. Casey serves as Chief Executive of the Treasury Department, which has a $50 million budget. He is also statutory custodian of the state's two largest public pension funds and the funds of virtually all state agencies. Mr. Casey was born and raised in Scranton, Pennsylvania, the eldest son of our former governor, Robert P. Casey, Sr., and his wife, Ellen. He graduated from the College of Holy Cross and received a law degree from the Catholic University of Pennsylvania. Let's give a warm Altoona welcome to Robert P. Casey, Jr.
Thank you very much. Well, first of all, I want to thank Dr. Murray and the school district for this invitation. I'm truly honored to be here. And I want Dr. Murray to know that I didn't bring the rain, but I hope we can we can still enjoy tonight, even though I know so many people would rather be outside with more people. And I know there are families out there that were planning to be here and are watching some other way, but we think of them tonight, and we're thinking of so many families tonight. But I want to thank Dr. Murray and the school district administration, your board president, Dave Francis, and the school board, teachers, administrators, parents, family, and graduates. Let me say something first to the graduates. First of all, congratulations, the class of 2005. And we have high hopes for you. Those of you who are going on to higher education, those of you who are going to serve in the military, and those of you who are entering the world of work. We have great hopes for you. And I want you to know something. Our state, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and our nation needs you in so many ways. We need your intellect and your energy. We need your hopes and your aspirations. We need your sense of service and your strength. And all across this gymnasium tonight, we see the future, and it's right here before us. So we're happy and honored and privileged to be part of this ceremony. But I wanted to congratulate you and to wish you all of God's blessings as you move forward. Because this is, as Dr. Murray said, a commencement, a beginning. And it's also, I think, a celebration of so much, so many feelings tonight we have in our hearts, whether you're a student, whether you're a faculty member, a parent, a member of a family. A lot of emotions tonight. We're both happy and a little sad because another chapter ends in the lives of some in this room, and now you have a beginning just dawning. But we're thinking tonight of celebration, a celebration of scholarship and achievement, a celebration of commitment, the commitment that the students in this class made to achieve and to excel in whatever you pursued. It's a celebration of sacrifice, the sacrifices you made to achieve, the sacrifices your family made to make sure that you could get through these 4 years, helping in so many ways. So we thank and pay respect tonight to parents and family. I think it's also a celebration of friendship and family. You know, there's a great line from Scripture that says, "A faithful friend is a sturdy shelter." And tonight, I think you recognize that. So many people that you've made your friends over the last 4 years, maybe over the last 8 or 12 or 10 years. And those friends will be your sturdy shelter, as will your family. So much in our society today depends upon the strength of our families. And I know in this city, in this school district, in this county, and in this community of Pennsylvania, the family is what keeps us all together. And I think also tonight we celebrate something which is so obvious but so important to highlight. Tonight we celebrate the bright sunlight of the future, your future, the future of this region, the future of this Commonwealth. And one thing I would ask you to do, I'll ask about a couple of things tonight, but one thing I would ask you to do is do everything possible to stay in Pennsylvania, to stay in this community if you can. Some can't. You'll have opportunities far away, and maybe not so far away, but it may not be here. But if you can, if at all possible, please stay in our state. Please keep us watching for the future here in Pennsylvania, and please help us build this great Commonwealth. And I think when I look across this room tonight and look at the stands where so many families are gathered, we have so many emotions. And I think all of us who are parents, and I'm thinking of, in a very personal way, what I will be like 2 years from now. I have a daughter who's finishing her sophomore year in Scranton, and she's going to be in these seats 2 years from now. And I'll probably be emotional in thinking about what it was like not too long ago when she was born. And I'm already starting to think about that. But there are so many emotions.